We recently got talent from Bahamut and Maglev Cat, which the community never thought to be possible. But what if, imagine, what if it didn't end there? What if other powerful units got talent upgrades as well in future updates? In this video, we'll be giving 6 extremely powerful and very well-known units talent upgrades. This video has been a massive project we've worked on, and we're happy to announce Rapid Tomato, a fellow Cat YouTuber, who will be collaborating on this project with us. The first part of this video will be done by us, while the second part will be done by Rapid Tomato himself, in order to give a more diverse opinion on talents. If you've been a Mr. Cat enjoyer for the past few weeks, you would know we have recently faced many challenges and honestly had a very difficult time recovering from them and finding a drive to keep uploading. But we are happy to announce that Mr. Cat will now be back better than ever. So please, all I ask of you is to drop a sub so the channel can get more and more views and make more and more videos. I want to bring back the best era of the game once again, but I can't do it without your help. Now, for Slime Cat, I gave him a 20% attack stat talent, a speed up, explosive immunity, and survive. Also a cooldown reduction. I think the reasoning for it lacking the health talent is pretty simple. It doesn't have any HP. Slime as a unit is meant to die in one hit and one hit only, so giving it health up talents simply does not make sense. The attack stat talent makes perfect sense and is one of the best talents. Since Slime is a unit that is meant to deal one really strong hit and then die, having 20% more attack power essentially means having 20% more slime attacks on the field, not to mention the boost is actually 40% on the same unit slime hit initially, before the wave attack. Speed up is another interesting talent. The point is to make Slime even better at his niche of being a really quick nuke attacker, meant to hit once and die. As I said before, the speed up will massively change some interactions Slime has with specific peons and some bigger melee enemies, making it insanely consistent at hitting practically everything it can reach. Now, Explosion Immune is there to make Slime more future-proof. With the way this game is heading, Explosion seems to be the new meta, the new surge and the new wave. Therefore, it is a pretty nice ability to have on such a fragile unit. Unlike Wave and sort of unlike Surge, Explosion always hits the target range 3 times, meaning there's a huge area of effect for Slime to die in, so Explosion immunity makes it easier to time against explosion enemies. Survive is a pretty classic talent. I believe many expect Slime to get it if he ever gets silenced, since it effectively gives him 1 extra knockback to use, which is guaranteed and suits his non-existent HP count perfectly. With that being said, sometimes it might not work that well in its favor, since Slime has an extremely long attack span of just over 9 seconds, which gives him plenty of time to die again. Bullet Train, a 20% stat up talent's attack, a triple bounty, which is a new ability, triples money gain upon defeating an enemy, more on that later, and slow immune. And also Savage Blow plus chance up, and Zombie Killer. Stat up talents are pretty self-explanatory. Maglev deals a decent bit of damage per hit. In a way, she is quite similar to Slime, except she's focused on dealing damage extremely quickly to one target, and get money from it with double bounty. Maglev also usually gets only one hit on the target, so it doesn't make too much sense to give her health up talent, especially since she's already basically guaranteed to get a hit on whatever she's trying to hit, being the fastest cat in the entire game and all. I believe Maglev should have a special role, which is getting a lot of cash from enemies. She already has that role and does it quite well, or at least used to for Can, became the absolute powerhouse she is today, sort of making her outshine. Sure, she still excels at it and has plenty of opportunities to shine over Can, but I want to make her the best. Therefore, I introduced a new ability, Triple Bounty, which is like double bounty but with triple the money instead of double. Since it is a new ability, she is the only unit in the entire game to hold it, meaning she is now a top priority to get kills with on cash-light stages. Slow Immune is a burner talent that will help her in the stages like, for example, I'll Be Bug, to hit the Professor A consistently, or wherever slow enemies are present. I mean, we know how this game works. There are always bad talents even on the worst of units. And then we have Savage Blow. This video needed some absurdity, so why not? While I still try to balance it with a very low activation chance, this is still probably the best talent. A 10% chance for nearly 150k damage on a level 50 Maglev that costs 750 is crazy value. I don't really have much to say. And finally, Zombie Killer. It may look like a weird talent, but it synergizes well with Maglev's whole build and especially Triple Bounty. We all know zombie stages are extremely cash tight, so this will make them a lot more fun. Hitman. 20% stud up talent, attack and health, target angel, knockback resist, and slow. By this point, I don't think I need to explain the stat talents. It has both since it's a standard unit. Angels are an interesting trait to target. They're not extremely power crept like reds, blacks, and floatings, but they aren't the strongest trait in existence. The point of Maglev Cat now is to counter Gakuraku, one of the most hated angel units in the entire game. But it also pairs greatly against other melee angels such as Angeligori. Since it is supposed to be a Gakuraku counter, it's given slight knockback resistance. It's capped at 50% in order to not completely kill the unit, but it's pretty great against Gakuraku himself, who constantly knockbacks around your cats, which is what makes him such an annoyance to deal with. And finally, slow is mostly a burner option, but I feel like it would be a great option to CC Gakuraku. Since Sunslight are out of the question due to having the same range as Goku, and Hitman has a 100 range above that, Freeze would likely be far too broken, so slow gets the job done and allows for some easy stalling to be done. The proc rate is the same as Sunslight at 20%, and the length is 1.5 seconds, which gives it a bit of a poor uptime due to his 7-second long attack frequency. But it's not often you find yourself with only one Hitman on field. That was my section, now let's move on to the Rapid Tomatoes part.